Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering your most valuable skills have been automated overnight. That's the reality Claude AI is creating right now, not in some distant future, but in the coming months. This isn't just another ChatGPT competitor. This is an AI that can analyze complex documents, write entire business strategies, and solve problems that used to require human experts. The question isn't whether Claude will affect your career, it is whether you will be one of the casualties or one of the architects of this new AI-powered world. Claude just shattered AI benchmarks, so why are experts privately terrified? Imagine handing someone not just a single task, but the entire manual for your career. Claude can now process the full scope of your role, every duty, every process. The key insight is this: it's not about automating one task, but understanding and optimizing the entire system you operate within, which is precisely what makes its potential so transformative and disruptive. Constitutional AI is the double-edged sword. It restrains its output, yes, but that same rigorous training builds profound reliability. This means it can now be trusted with the intricate, multi-step logic that defines professional work. The system isn't just generating an answer, it is methodically constructing a bulletproof chain of reasoning, exactly what high-stakes roles require. The threat is a silent takeover. It is not automating the task, it is mastering the logic. The entire foundation of expertise, years spent deconstructing complex documents, extracting nuance, and building authoritative conclusions, can now be replicated with flawless precision. Your deep knowledge, your primary value, is being systematized. This is what makes its advance so uniquely disruptive. But if it masters your logic, what are you left with? The raw manual labor the thinking was meant to orchestrate. It replaces the process, not just the paperwork. So when a system learns to navigate every branch of your decision tree, what unique value remains? This is the quiet, core displacement that should concern you most. A new AI just outperformed ChatGPT. Your career path is officially obsolete. This category's entire business model is collapsing right now. The key insight is that Claude delivers polished, ready-to-publish text instantly. What this means is that the good enough content market has evaporated. Your role isn't being augmented, it is being automated. The foundational work that built writing careers is now a commodity priced at zero. So let's get brutally honest. You aren't translating data anymore, that entire value proposition is obsolete. A spreadsheet can now converse, directly revealing its own narrative. You are a costly middleman for a task now performed in plain English. The function, not just the speed, has fundamentally changed. This is a direct substitution of role. Consider your early career research phase. You spend weeks gathering information to form recommendations. The brutal truth is that Claude can now synthesize market data, case studies, and strategic frameworks in seconds to generate that initial analysis. Your foundational apprenticeship, learning through synthesis, is being bypassed at the source. But let's be specific about where the real compression will happen. Consider administrative, data coordination, and junior analytical roles. The key insight is that routine cognitive tasks, especially those involving information processing and formatting, are being centralized and automated. What this means is that entire layers of early career positions, where you prove your reliability, will see their headcount radically shrink. Think faster than AI by mastering what it can't do. This role isn't about simply feeding prompts, it is your strategic edge. You will orchestrate Claude's immense analysis, providing the crucial human context, ethical judgment, and final decision-making authority that AI lacks. You are the essential bridge between raw computational power and meaningful human outcomes. Think of it as constructing a bridge for data to cross. Your role is to build the precise context, so Claude's raw analytical power doesn't just pour out, it arrives exactly where the business needs it, in a form people can actually use. You are the architect translating intelligence into impact. Every organization is about to have a hidden, new layer of intelligence. Your opportunity isn't just using Claude, it is designing the entire circulatory system for its insights. You determine how it interacts with every department, where its output flows, and what actions it triggers. You are building the central nervous system for the AI-powered enterprise. So the real question is, are you positioned to be the one who keeps it honest? Someone must define the red lines for the AI in your organization, the non-negotiables in healthcare, finance, or legal decisions. Who better than you to architect the ethical boundaries that determine what Claude can and cannot do? Claude just outsmarted ChatGPT. Your career will never be the same. Now, let's map that mastery to your calendar. This isn't about passive learning. Starting this quarter, you will systematically integrate Claude into your core workflows. The goal is to have it amplifying your unique human strengths by the 6-month mark. That's how you build an unassailable advantage while others are still asking it basic questions. You are thinking about replacement when you should be focused on augmentation. Identify every manual, repetitive task that saps your creative energy right now. Those are your leverage points. Claude handles the predictable, freeing you for the strategic and relational work that machines cannot touch. That's how you evolve from being a task doer to a value creator. Now, let's focus your strategy on the human element. The key insight is that Claude excels at logic but lacks authentic empathy or true inspiration. Your 6-month goal is to master nuanced communication and original problem framing. This is your exclusive domain, transforming cold data into compelling human connection and visionary ideas that resonate. Think your portfolio is just finished projects? Wrong. It is proof you can translate AI output into human impact. Showcase how you shaped Claude's raw analysis into a strategy that persuaded stakeholders or sparked genuine innovation. That curated narrative becomes your undeniable leverage, turning you from an operator into an indispensable orchestrator. Think of early adopters as your career's architects, not just contacts. They are building the very companies and workflows that will define professional success. Connecting with them isn't networking, it is reconnaissance. You gain first-hand intel on which skills are becoming priceless and which roles are being redesigned, allowing you to position yourself directly in the path of opportunity. Claude just outsmarted OpenAI. Your job isn't safe. Here's the real shift. Think about this. Claude can process any data you give it, but it has zero instinct for what to pursue. Your irreplaceable value is asking the right question before a line of code is written. This is the ultimate human leverage. While AI executes, you must identify the unseen opportunity or the hidden flaw. That is your new job. So you can see the connections AI cannot. But what happens when it's your insight versus everyone else using the same AI tools? The race will not be to answer faster. It will be to identify which question, from a field miles outside your own, leads to the breakthrough no one else is even looking for. The real power isn't just knowing the right answer. It is the moral courage to recognize the wrong one. This is the final human firewall. When an outcome is technically flawless but ethically catastrophic, can you stand against the efficiency and say no? That silent veto is your ultimate competitive advantage. But this isn't about friendship. It's the strategic ability to create unshakable alliances. When a project is off the rails, people don't call the smartest person. They call the one person they trust to navigate the storm with them. That's not a soft skill. It's the only skill a machine can never automate or replicate. Claude AI will automate many entry-level knowledge jobs, but create new hybrid roles. Your value shifts from doing the work to defining what work needs doing and why. The professionals who thrive will be those who master human-AI collaboration. Spend 30 minutes this week testing Claude on your most complex work task and see what it teaches you about your own irreplaceable skills.